From ride-sharing to co-working spaces, and from Netflix to 3D printers, all of these were, at some point, brand new ideas. And each of them had a person or people behind the idea who saw the business potential in turning their idea into reality. American advertising executive Lois Wyse once remarked, "The only people in the world who can change things are those who can sell ideas." And most of us realize that it's not enough just to generate novel approaches. We need to ideate, evaluate, and then get buy-in to move from idea to action. More often than not, the person whose buy-in we need is our boss. And that's not always easy. Our bosses are often busy with, if not overwhelmed by, implementing their own priorities, as well as the priorities of their higher-ups. Getting them to think about original approaches may take a back seat to handling day-to-day responsibilities. So let's say you have an amazing idea that you truly believe will positively impact the business and boost your own profile as well. Congratulations! But before you bombard your boss with a new pitch, do your homework and ask yourself these 3 questions first. 1, how does my idea relate to what keeps my boss up at night? If you want to get your boss's attention and gain her buy-in, you need to make a direct link between how your idea will address what your boss is worried about. If your manager is constantly challenged to retain the business of a few big but on-the-fence clients, be prepared to address how your approach will solve for that. If it doesn't connect to something that your boss cares deeply about and is charged with solving, you don't need to pitch it now. 2, what might be the unintended impacts of my idea? Chances are you've thought about the positive, visible impacts of your idea, whether it's increasing customer satisfaction, reducing production time, or generating new revenue. But have you thought about secondary impacts, which may not be desirable for everyone? Let's say that you have a new approach to automating the collections of overdue invoices. This may be good news for the bottom line of the business, but how will this impact your colleagues working in the accounts receivable department who might find themselves out of a job? Make sure you think about the unintended impacts up, down, and across the organization, as well as for key stakeholders outside the business who may not experience your great idea as all that terrific. 3, how many ideas have I tried to sell my boss recently, and what can I learn from my track record? If you're about to pitch your boss your 5th idea this week, consider holding off. If you're about to pitch your boss an idea when she's in the middle of year-end performance reviews, consider waiting. If you're about to pitch your boss with a 30-slide PowerPoint proposal when you know she prefers a short email, consider revising your mode of communication. Take stock of the pitches you've made in the past and analyze what worked and what didn't, and any feedback you may have received. Adapt your approach accordingly. A great idea without a great plan to sell it isn't great. In the words of business guru Mary Kay Ash, a mediocre idea that generates enthusiasm will go further than a great idea that inspires no one.